Go, it's me.
It's also me.
And who else do we have?
That
Good.
guy.
That's good.
I.
Too bad we don't have that one other guy.
Yeah, real shame.
It really is. You know what else is a shame?
No.
The Ravens losing, right, Merton?
It
Not
is.
really.
It is quite sad.
It is what it is.
There were no wins for the Ravens, someone might say.
Absolutely no wins.
No wins. Merton, tell me all about the Ravens game as you watched all of it from beginning to end.
Did I watch any of it?
Merton, I set you up for a slam dunk for you to be an expert, and you do this.
I'm almost
And this
sure
is how you betray me.
you should know I didn't watch this game.
And why was
I
that?
was busy. I don't remember. It was what, last Sunday?
Yes, it was the first game.
I watched the Lions 49ers game. I didn't watch the Chiefs Ravens game.
All right.
Good. All right.
Did you watch it, Sam?
I did
I
watch
watched.
it.
Hold on. Let me correct myself here. I watched half of the Lions 49ers game,
My
or at least a
goodness
quarter of it.
gracious. Which half was it? Was the half where they came back or the half where they were losing?
The half where it was interesting,
When they came back?
when the Lions were winning.
Interesting. All right, so the Ravens and the Chiefs, they were up first, AFC Championship game. Chiefs were looking the weakest they have all year.
Absolutely.
They were looking like they were ready to fall apart, and it turns out that all they needed to do was bench Kadarius Toney, and they could win.
Yep. And I mean, it still wasn't the greatest game they've played.
Nope, still
They
only
still-
won by 7.
Yeah, still didn't look great, but I mean, the Ravens just look.
Yeah, the narratives for Lamar and his lack of playoff success will remain. Very unfortunate. He kept trying to go for like the big home run play, and it wasn't ever there.
Well, actually, this game definitely shouldn't have ended 17-10. I'll say that.
They told Lamar to stop running, so he stopped running.
No. What's his name? Zay Flowers definitely stopped them from scoring a touchdown. Definitely ruined an entire drive.
With his taunting
What?
penalty and then his
Yes.
touchback.
Yes, he definitely hurt the Ravens a lot in that game.
Yeah,
After making a huge play.
that was not good. The pick into triple coverage, because what was that? Isaiah Likely was raising his hands in the end zone. He's like, "Yo, I'm open for sure."
Yeah.
Throw it into triple coverage. I got it.
It's all me, dog.
He didn't have it. He
You
didn't
know.
get it.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a lot of life in the Ravens.
Do you agree, Mr. Merton?
That it's Zay Flowers' fault.
Yes, all Zay Flowers' fault.
Sure.
Good insight. All right, Merton.
Did was it that they signed right before the playoffs? Or
Dalvin Cook.
did
Jets legend, Dalvin Cook.
did he just
No.
not? Is he inactive?
No.
No, he played.
Are you sure?
I don't know if he had a single touch, but he played.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He
I
did
don't
not
think he
have
played
a
if he
single
didn't.
touch.
Yeah,
Are you
no.
sure he played if he never touched the ball?
Why
He
did
was
they?
dressed
What was the point of signing him? I don't understand.
so he could have a ring.
Well,
He wanted
About
the
that.
ring and he went for it.
about that, sir.
Yep, nope, didn't happen. I don't really know what the game plan was for the Ravens offense going through that. They basically just tried to keep throwing home run plays like that opening throw is insanely good, and then they were like, we got to keep doing this the whole game now. No other options.
They didn't even Didn't even try to run the ball.
Oh, he had what, 8
He had
designated
it.
runs?
He had 8. The rest of the team had also 8.
Yeah, that's a problem. The
16
Ravens'
rushes the entire
success.
game.
Yeah, the Ravens' success was largely predicated on their threatening run game, and they just decided,
Not
nah,
to.
not this time.
Yeah, they just decided, nah, we're good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't. They did not seem like they wanted to be there.
they were the better team going in, and they decided, but what if we weren't?
But what if it was all just a facade?
We made it
Are
this
you
far. I
saying
think
the
it's good enough.
Ravens were fraudulent?
No, I'm saying that they just had a bad plan.
Yeah, they.
They should have
Well, it
won
seemed like
that
they didn't
game.
have a plan. They definitely should have won the game. It should have been.
And then
This
the
was
refs
this was like
didn't
a
help
trap game.
either. The disgusting referee individuals out there making nothing fun. Also, I know taunting is a penalty, but the whole idea of taunting being a penalty should be if it becomes excessive. I don't think standing over someone when we make an insane contested catch and then throwing the ball down should be a penalty. I think that's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I get that he broke the rules and I'm not complaining about that, like it shouldn't be a penalty. I'm just saying like at the next owners meeting that should come up and they should be like, yo, that's dumb. Like when it becomes excessive and he's like going to the whole sideline and like pointing at them and saying like you suck, you suck, you suck, that would be one thing. But just like
Yeah.
being like, yeah, I made that catch, like that's something completely different. I feel like that should be allowed.
Well, it's the same thing in a lot of sports now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like sometimes just staring at them is enough for a technical in basketball or penalty in football. It's just unfortunate because for the most part, fans don't want to see that. So I don't know who wants those kind of penalties, but
The NFL, it might damage impressionable children watching.
Hmm.
uh,
The NFL promotes alcohol and gambling.
sure does.
Well, those are appropriate things for children, but if they were to taunt people in school, nah, that's a serious issue. We can't have that. We're trying to have upstanding individuals. And speaking of upstanding individuals, Merton, the San Francisco 49ers.
There's a upstanding individual I should be talking about in concerning the 49ers.
Yeah, Jared Goff. You loved him.
Uh,
Jared Golf.
Jared Goff being Jared Goff and just being ass.
Was that the reason they lost? Or was it something else, potentially?
Probably him.
Not abandoning the run game when it was working?
It was
Not giving up
barely
17
working.
unanswered?
Actually, at the end of the first half, their runs were getting stopped a lot. So yeah, Jared Goff not being able to be accurate, that's a problem.
It is, but I mean, like they gave up on the run game. Basically, they stopped calling that. They were going for passing plays. I mean, like you can't really complain about Dan Campbell's fourth down play calling. That's what he's been doing all season. It wasn't something new and risky that he just did that game. So I mean, like I get it. I wouldn't have done it. I would have just taken the points, but that's him. Lions are an interesting team. I wonder what they'll do next moving forward. Jordan, your thoughts on the Lions and the
Uh,
Niners?
I'm just upset.
You wanted to see the Lions win?
I did want to see the Lions indeed. Wanted Lions, wanted one of the Ravens. If it was going to be either of those 4 teams. Uh, but yeah, they just disappeared. They disappeared toward the back half of that game. Uh, and then yeah, just 17 unanswered is always a spell for disaster in any sport.
True.
17's too much. Even like a field goal just to help stop some momentum. at least get a little bit on your side. Yeah, no, just not going to get it done.
There were some big plays made by professional yak specialists, or so I'm told. Brock Purdy.
Uh,
Martin, is Brock
Hmm?
Purdy a game changer?
No,
Why?
because I said so.
Okay, good answer. Cam Newton agrees with you. He does not think that he is a game changer.
I mean, I also would agree, but
See, I will make the pro argument since our man is not here to make it for him. I think in that game, although I do think, well, let me preface this with the narrative will
Hmm.
completely flip on Purdy if they lose, and if they lose ugly. With that said, Brock Purdy did a lot of things to extend this. He had more rushing yards than I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson did in that game. Like
uh,
he was making plays with his legs, he was extending plays,
In what
finding
game?
plays with the arm. The Niners Lions. I could
You
be
said,
mistaken.
no, you said he had more. When did he have more than Lamar?
I think you meant this game. In
The game versus the, like, I'm saying they didn't run enough for the Ravens, and the Niners did make runs in this.
He had no. He definitely has less rushing yards than Lamar.
I mean, maybe I just know that he made plays with his legs. I apologize if the claim is wrong. I'm going to continue with the point, though. He extended
Let's go.
plays. He found guys. I think that that quantifies as a game changer. If there was a different quarter, if Jimmy G was in there, they don't win that game.
Jimmy G, no, but I think there are a few mediocre QBs that you could replace him with that would
Can,
get the job done as
can
well.
we need to fix but we need to fix some misunderstandings here between because Cam said it himself. The game changers and game managers thing. Jimmy D is below game manager. He loses the 49ers games and
That's
the
also
Raiders
very
games.
true.
Just because you're a game manager doesn't mean you can't win a game. It's more of you're less likely to be the reason that the team loses. And Brock Purdy, in most of the time, isn't getting their team in a position to where they lose, except for that 3 week span where he was awful.
I mean, everyone has some things. I mean, you got to remember those were Brock Purdy's three first losses in the whole league. He hadn't
But
lost before that.
but I'd say the game changer, the still the most important factor in that game was that Christian McCaffrey is super reliable when he's healthy.
He
Yeah.
is, and he showed
And
up. He
the
had two
defense
TDs.
eventually stepped up and stopped the run that was killing them.
That's important. Their coaching has even spoken about that. They have some poopy bad numbers. This was supposed to be our man section, so I gotta go find it now. Here it is. I will share with the class. Here you go. Everyone, study up these numbers on the Niners defense.
Numbers, numbers, numbers.
Yep. For the people just listening,
I'm not an accountant. This is
that's
too
very
many.
unfortunate. Yeah, we defensive grades. Bosa being the best, and then everyone falls off a cliff. We've got Chase Young, 57.2, Eric Armstead, 42.9, Von Hargrave, 59.3. Like it's not good.
Yeah, not
Kevin
great.
Givens, 33.2. Like their defense down the stretch, when people ram the run into them, and this will be concerning as we transition away from this game specifically into talking about Kansas City against them. If Isaiah Pacheco gets hot against them, I'm not sure they stop him.
He'll never quit unless he gets hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it would be an unfortunate time to get hurt, but they're gonna have to figure out a way to stop the run if they want to win that game. They've been struggling all seasons to do so, but Steve Wilkes has said it's a focus of theirs, so they have 2 weeks to figure that one out.
When are we having the Super Bowl watch party?
I'm not even home for that.
Sponsored by
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Bud Light.
Sponsored by Bud Light, actually. Thank you very much.
DraftKings Sportsbook, and
We don't subscribe to harmful things like
no,
gambling
only
here.
alcohol.
Exactly.
Wait a minute
Alcohol
though.
kills.
DraftKings Sportsbook doesn't taunt anyone, and that's the real harm.
It taunts
So clearly,
your
it's
wallet.
acceptable for children. We'll compromise. We'll be sponsored by both DraftKings and Bud Light.
You know what? I like that.
There we go.
What about
everything a
Corona
kid
instead?
needs?
Really looking out for the future.
Yep, sponsored by Pfizer too. Thank you. Good point, Martin.
I'm talking about the.
I know what you meant.
Back to the 49ers, though.
Yeah.
and Brock Purdy.
Brock played one of his most solid games. I watched what Cam said. He said Brock Purdy needs to be number 1 best, not the 10th best. I don't think he was the 10th best. I don't think he was the best. Christian McCaffrey was out there, but I'd say he was like a strong number 2 yesterday, or not yesterday, the game against the Lions.
That's that's arguable. I can say that.
Yeah, but to finish my point,
anybody can. Oh, okay. I'll let you.
What I was going to say is, I think you can be a game manager without being number 1 when you have a player like Christian McCaffrey, who's like the best running back in the whole league. Like that's a hard act to follow, and I know you probably should be able to. And Merton, I'm sure you're thinking in your head, Cam Newton had him on his team, and he was better. Yeah, I know. I still think you can be a special player and not just be a game manager, though.
Be a special player and not just be a game manager.
You can be a special player and you don't have to be a game manager, even if you're not literally the best one out there.
Now, what got me? Let's be slightly serious for a little bit here.
Go on.
I saw what was posted and I ignored it as I usually do. Cam said he has Brock Purdy as the 10th best player on the 49ers, and I thought to myself, I don't know if I can go 10 players down. So let me think about that. So I'd say Christian McCaffrey, Nick Bosa, Christian, well, what's his name?
You're gonna say Christian McCaffrey again?
No,
he's occupying multiple spaces. That's how good he is. Christian McCaffrey, the running back. Christian McCaffrey, the wide receiver.
Trent Williams, Fred Warner. What am I at now? Is that 4?
I believe so.
Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner.
But that game specifically, and I know this one's difficult for you to answer because you didn't watch all of it. Especially the part where the Niners came back.
Ayuk.
Okay.
Kittle. Yeah, I can't find 10 people on that team.
I think it's really hard to grade how good of a player Brock Purdy is based solely on the fact that he has Christian McCaffrey on his team. And anyone with Christian McCaffrey on their team has just a metric ton of weight lifted off their shoulders because he does so much for them offensively.
Yeah, shout out to Sam Darnold. They were 3-0 when Sam Darnold was playing with him on the Panthers, and then the minute he gets hurt, they lose.
Mm-hmm. So he definitely carries a lot of weight offensively. So it leaves a lot of room for Brock Purdy to do the things he does.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's a team sport. There's 53 guys on the roster for a reason. With that said, I think there was enough play to be had. I mean, small sample size, don't get me wrong. But I think he's more than at least a game manager, and that's really what the substance of my argument is. He's not, like, along for the ride and everyone else is doing things for him. Like, he made plays, he did something. Speaking of along for the ride, though, there's some more coaches that were hired.
Who got hired? Who got
A
hired? Where are
reminder
they going?
that Christian McCaffrey had 2,000 yards from scrimmage with Kyle Allen as his quarterback on the Panthers.
Yeah, CMC special. I'm not saying Brock Purdy's better than him.
And yeah, hold on. And he did such a great job there that the delusional people in media was saying that Cam Newton should be replaced as a starting quarterback by Kyle Allen, who I don't know if he's on a team right now. He was on the Buffalo Bills as a backup. Haven't seen him since. Uh, he played for Houston and lost 2 games.
What
So
year was that?
2022
Nice.
went 0 for 2.
Yeah, Houston wasn't winning a lot of games in 2022.
Christian McCaffrey gets some people confused about the quarterback play somehow. I don't know how that works, but it happens. All right, so about hirings and signings.
Yes. So the Washington Commanders have agreed to terms with Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn.
I would like to have a disclaimer that I like Brock Purdy, just so everyone knows.
That's fair.
I don't necessarily dislike Brock Purdy.
He's a nice guy, I like.
Also, Dan Quinn should not be the head coach of the Commanders. I honestly don't want the Commanders to continuously being trash.
No, it would have been great had they not given away all of their wonderful defensive players.
Yeah, that doesn't help. I mean, they get to draft a QB. That's nice. They better choose the right one, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Dan Quinn though, coming off of his monumental collapse versus Jordan Love and the Cowboys in basically what was a perfect passer game. He had to come back in and he lost his perfect passer rating. But before he was benched, he had a perfect passer rating against the Cowboys.
Ooh.
And this is the guy that the Commanders have chosen. I was kind of rooting for them. I was like, all right, this new ownership, they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna pick a right guy. They're gonna figure out a way to win. I don't think they're gonna figure out a way to win.
Why would they do that? They don't know anything about football.
They're trying to hire guys who know things about football.
No, two
They're
of the people in big spots in their organization are basketball people.
Doesn't he
Bob
also own a
Myers is from
hockey
the
team?
Warriors. I don't know. And Magic Johnson is from the Lakers, and he didn't do a good job there.
But Merton, they know how to win.
No, they don't.
It's got the winning spirit.
Magic Johnson is part of the reason why the Lakers weren't better. Because he forced the Lonzo Ball draft with the second pick in the NBA. When Jason Tatum was available, who went to the Celtics. Let me
Dude,
look
but
at this
Ben
draft.
Simmons.
He wasn't even in that draft. I mean, yeah, he wasn't in that draft. What 2017 draft? Okay,
Markel.
Yes.
Markel went first. Yes, that was the worst pick.
Yeah.
Oops. But before
So
that,
okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say okay. So the Lakers having the second pick. The players that were left who are all better. Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, uh, Laurie Markkinen, no, not that guy. I'm thinking
Justin
somebody else.
I
Jefferson.
was about to say.
Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo. Uh, that's about it for the game changers that should have been picked instead. But we went with Lonzo Ball because of Big Baller Brand. His father bullied our our I don't what was he?
You
President of
guys got
basketball
you guys got
operations.
the Lakers got bullied into not even the best ball brother. How unfortunate.
Yes.
It always throws me off that you're a Lakers fan
Why would it throw you off?
because like you're not from around there.
Okay.
I don't know. It just shocks me.
And I've
Bandwagon fan.
explained how. I've been there when we haven't won anything. When the
I mean, I
Lakers
choose to
haven't won
believe you.
anything.
Like I said, though, you just give me like the vibe of a Knicks fan.
Why would I want to be a Knicks fan?
You want to see them win.
No, I
Speaking of
don't.
which,
Mern, I
I
hope you were
heard they are
insulted by
winning
that.
games.
I
I
hope you're
am.
insulted by that.
That is so
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
disgusting.
I heard they're winning games, though. Isn't this true?
They suck.
The Knicks,
I don't.
no.
What?
Yeah, the Knicks don't suck.
I heard they're winning.
They're
Hold
winning,
on.
but it doesn't matter if you're not in the top four.
They're
Uh,
currently
uh,
beating the Lakers by a whole point.
the Lakers suck. You don't watch basketball.
Lakers-
You're right.
the
I
Lakers
don't
do
watch
suck,
basketball.
But they did beat the Celtics, and that does.
The Lakers are 25-25. You know what the Knicks are? 32-17. That's a winning team.
That is
Yeah,
indeed
but
a-
the
And they had
Knicks
some-
won't beat the Knicks won't beat the Celtics or the Bucks in the playoffs still. So
But they had some
therefore it
massive
doesn't matter.
trade or something, didn't they?
A massive
Who?
trade.
The Lakers are winning now. All right, I gotta pull this down.
Wow.
This is fake news.
What massive trade are you talking about? Oh, you
The
talking
Knicks
about
had-
the trade with the Raptors? That's not a massive trade.
Yeah, it was a good trade for both teams, but
Yeah, it was a good trade, but maybe about 4 years ago it would be a massive trade because Siakam was big back then.
I don't know. I just know that they're winning. All I know about the Knicks is what I hear from people who like the Knicks. So I don't have a clear view of them at all.
they're good.
They're-
I don't
they're
think
okay.
they're. I don't think they're any. They're not the best team they've had. I don't think.
There was
Like,
about
the last 10 years.
5 teams in the West that would beat the Knicks that in the finals if that were ever a thing.
I'm rooting for it. I hate the Nets anyway.
The Knicks are just going to
Knicks.
end up like the other New York blue and orange team. That's
Ooh.
usually how it goes.
But no, I mentioned the Nets, Merton, because they're the other New York team.
They have fallen off tremendously because of trades.
True.
Well, not trades because people wanted off the team.
That's okay. We prey on the Nets' downfall. Speaking of preying on downfalls, the other hiring.
The Nets were the better team in New York.
They were.
No, I hate that. I mean, like, yes,
hard
but
to
also
believe.
I don't like it. They left New Jersey, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
It's a
the
personal
Arabs want to
vendetta.
leave New Jersey, so
True, but also, like,
Okay, so what
that
if
doesn't
the,
mean I have to be happy about
what
it.
if the Jets get their own stadium in New York?
I mean, they're still called like, if they were called the New Jersey Jets and then they moved and called themselves the New York Jets, that would be different.
They're
Like-
now New York City Jets. I don't know.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
just
they're already
makes
New
sense.
York, but they're in New Jersey. Like, that one wouldn't bother me as much. But, you know, with the Nets, they were the New Jersey Nets, and then they moved, and then they changed their name.
They're gonna rebrand and move to Delaware. They're now the Delaware Jets. How does
Perfect.
that
How about St. Louis? They still have that stadium open, the one that the Rams used to play in.
St. Louis Jets.
Yeah, St. Louis Jets. We'll get it. I'm going to tweet Woody right now. All right, Mike McDonald was hired as the head coach of the Seahawks. After the Ravens, at least the fans anyway, were under the perception that they were keeping both of their coordinators. This is probably a big deal for them. Their defense was pretty stellar. They didn't allow any points in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, when playing against the Chiefs.
that's not hard to do.
I mean, they allowed a lot before that, so that's a big deal. Yes, I am correct. They did not allow any.
I mean, the Chiefs, for as bad as they've looked, they're still the Chiefs. Still a very scary team. So, I mean, being able to hold them at least somewhat is always a good sign.
I mean, good teams find new ways to win when the old way
Yeah.
isn't working. The offense doesn't look as good, so the defense stepped up. That's important. It's impressive to me that Spagnola doesn't get looks or interviews or anything like that. He's a very solid
Steve.
DC. Yeah, Steve Spagnola. He had that interim job with the Giants.
Yeah, I remember that. Don't remember. I The last couple of Giant seasons have all
That's
been
fair, you know.
they've all
Wait,
been locked away and discarded.
even the one where you guys went to the playoffs last year?
Yeah, even that season.
You ready for Saquon Barkley to join the Ravens?
I would. I'd be so sad.
He's gonna go to the Jets for his dad.
Wow, you don't want Barkley to be happy?
I mean, that's fine. It's just in Giants fashion, there wouldn't be a replacement, and so we'd lose Saquon and gain nothing, and then the sadness just deepens.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
It's
and
it's
then in 2 or 3 years, we make one miraculous playoff run again, and then the cycle repeats itself.
at
Then
least you're
whatever.
not owned by David Tepper. What do you mean?
But is the Mara family that much better?
Yes,
Not really.
everyone's better.
Speaking of better, Call of Duty Season 2, Jordan.
Season 2,
Wow,
better
okay.
than ever. I don't know.
I'm
It's
pretty
not a
sure there's
factual claim. I'm just hoping. There's hope. I think.
Are you sure
there's
this isn't Cope?
definitely other signings, but I guess we can just ignore those
Oh
and go
yeah,
straight to Call of
well,
Duty.
you know. We'll quickly go through. Steelers are idiots. They hired Arthur Smith.
Uh,
The Raiders were interviewing Cliff Kingsbury. He said, "No thanks, I'm good." He pulled out today. Um, there was another
said,
hiring, wasn't there?
said no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, that's really fascinating to me. Like, I think he did the Raiders a favor, to be honest, because I think the Raiders need like a more veteran esque presence.
Yeah.
Is the young coach, brand new, young staff, young quarterback probably because they're gonna try to find someone maybe, or maybe they'll get a veteran. Who knows? I don't. The Raiders are mysterious.
No,
I
they'll
think
pick up.
he would have been fine being their offensive coordinator. What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, like his offense is interesting. I guess I don't think he's a crazy good head coach or anything, but
Watch, the Raiders are going to pick up Tommy Cutlets, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
that would be crazy.
They're not going to win, but they're going to go. Promise.
Is he even available?
Uh, who knows?
I think he's under a contract. I'm not gonna look that up though. I'm just gonna let that stand.
Yeah, it's
I think it's better that way. So, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. A lot of stuff coming in season 2, surprisingly.
Tell me all about it.
Uh, some new not that much new Warzone stuff. Ranked
Not
Resurgence.
Fortune's Keep. I'm very excited for
Fortune's
that.
Keep is coming back,
That's
which is
not new.
cool. No, it's not new. You're right.
It's new to this
Unfortunately,
game.
but this game's not new. It's also DLC, but
True.
that's a whole nother thing. I'm not sure if this is. It says on the that little picture that they posted for the season 2, the little preview of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It says there's like zombie stuff in the Warzone section. I'm not sure if
I think
that's.
that's just because it's on the Warzone map, but I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure if those two, if zombies were going to be in War. It's very possible
It could
because
be. I
on
mean, with Rick and Michonne and all that.
yes, but onto my next point, which I'm actually kind of excited for. They're adding a new game mode, Horde Point.
Horde
Uh,
Point.
yes, Hard Point. But there's also zombies.
That reminds me of Die Hard Point from Cold War.
Yeah, I would assume very similar.
Well, Die
Uh,
Hard Point was. I think it was just a hard point, but you could get a nuke.
oh, that's okay. Yeah, no, I don't think it's similar at all. But
No.
uh, from what I saw in the blog post, basically Hardpoint with zombie, essentially. Which cool, worth a try. A lot of new reskin maps.
DOS House Remaster. I hate that map. That map's ass.
What map is that?
That's the one from Vanguard, the small one.
I didn't play any Vanguard.
Okay, it's like a recreation of the White House, but only like the front section in a sort of like mocked out, like if we were to invade, this would be like our strike plan kind of thing.
Mm, okay. Because I
Yeah.
saw it and it kind of reminded me of one of the maps from Ghosts. I don't remember what it was called,
The maps were
but
bad or yeah, the maps were bad in Vanguard, but that's not what I meant.
yeah.
The spawns were bad in Vanguard, especially on that map, and they're probably going to be even worse in
Oh,
this
that's
game.
always good.
There's no. So, what was the reason you don't like that map? Like, say that again.
Largely has to do with spawns. I think you get held behind interesting, we'll say, sight lines
That's
due to your
that's
spawns.
interesting though, because you like meat, and meat's awful.
I
Yeah,
hate that map.
meat is all spawn related too, though. Like my issues with meat are spawn. Like
No,
the
but you
structure of
like
it is
meat
okay.
though, which is crazy to me.
That map is it
I
does not
think
play
if I had
well.
played meat in Black Ops 2, I'd be fine with meat.
I wouldn't like it in any Call of Duty.
I don't know.
I think in Black Ops 2 it might work. It
If
definitely
I
would
was
work better.
spawning away from people instead of like right up their asshole, I think it would be much better.
I don't think I've ever been spawn trapped harder than when I played Black Ops 2. Uh, watching someone kill me the moment I spawn, looking at my spawn, and no matter where I spawn in Black Ops 2, will never be surpassed.
Can't say I had that issue. I mean, like it's COD spawns are pretty bad.
Sounds like a
But
skill issue, Merton.
it should have
Being
outplayed him.
honest.
I didn't know I am supposed to outplay an entire team
Mm,
watching every
yep,
spawn.
that's what it's like to be a game changer, Merton.
Which map
Brock,
is
Brock Purdy
airborne
wouldn't know.
though? The variant here. What is airborne?
Airborne. Give me
Because it says it's a variant.
13. It's terminal. Airborne is
Ah,
terminal, and then Skid Grow
okay.
is. I think you can guess what Skid Grow
Yes,
would
that
be.
one I had on lock. But there's also a
Skid
new
Row.
war.
Yes, new war map.
We
I
love
think
war.
it
Can't.
absolutely deserves it.
I
One new
honestly
war
was
map a
shocked.
year.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with that? Why didn't War get another one in season one?
That's a great question. I don't know. Why did it launch with only one map to begin with?
Great question. I have no
Um,
idea.
you know, but I think I like this. I do. I think I'll probably enjoy this map a lot because they're. I felt like the tank in the only other map. I don't know what it's called. Uh, kind of
I
got
don't know.
annoying. It kind of got having to play around the tank and just sitting on it or just laying next to it the whole time.
Yeah,
Kind of
basically.
boring.
There were definitely some fixes that'll never come to the game that I think War should have, but it'd be
Yeah.
nice.
We got some returning weaponry, some new weapons.
The F2000.
The F2000. I hope its recoil isn't the same as Modern Warfare 2.
That would be great.
I think was it in Modern Warfare 3? I don't really remember.
No, but it was in Vanguard and it had the same name, so I'm thinking it's just literally going to be the same.
Oh, that's just what I was hoping for.
Oh yeah.
We got the Ram 9.
I love the tar, but in 9mm.
Yes. The Ram 7 is pretty good if you use it right.
It is, yeah. Use
The
it a lot in Warzone.
SOA Subverter
Love
looks
subvert.
looks like a battle rifle, but I could be wrong.
It could be.
And a new melee. It's a sword.
I thought you were gonna
Called
talk
Soul
about
Render.
the chainsaw under barrel.
Oh yes, chainsaw under barrel, dude. I mean,
Can't wait. On Meat 24/7, get
I
my
can't
chainsaw.
wait to get killed by it and freak out.
I bet it's gonna be terrible.
I bet either it's going to be terrible because you're going to have zero movement and you're not going to be able to get near somebody, and you probably like you can't ready it up like instantly or something, or there's going to be like a running animation with it and it's going to just annihilate people.
That sounds
It's one or the other. I'm sure of it.
right. Are we gonna play Resurgence ranked?
Ooh, Don't know about that one,
You're
but
always talking
everyone
about
listening
playing some
should.
ranked.
Everybody listening should
Oh
go play
yeah,
that
that's
for
gonna be a
sure.
populated playlist without a doubt.
We also have the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is coming to Call of Duty.
Yeah. So I
The-
I knew in the back of my mind there was going to be a show with Rick and Michonne, but when they initially leaked, because they leaked like months ago that they were going to be in Call of Duty, I was just like, what? Why? What? Because I thought Rick was dead because I knew he wasn't on the show anymore. I stopped watching it like years and years ago.
Yeah, same.
But I had heard that he wasn't on the show anymore, and I was like, okay, they must have fucking killed him or something. Come to find out, like, no, he just like fucked off somewhere. And he's just been alive somewhere else. I think he abandoned his kid.
I was gonna. Well,
no, I think
I don't know what happens
I
to
don't.
Carl, so I don't know. I
Coral.
don't know.
I think he's dead.
Well,
Think
Coral,
Carl's
he dies, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't die until after Rick leaves.
okay.
No,
That
no, Rick is.
changes things.
I think Rick sees him die.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't take my word on any of this because I didn't watch, so I don't know.
You want to see the video?
But yeah, no.
No,
Rick and Michonne coming to Call of Duty. Very cool. If you like The Walking Dead, I guess. I don't.
I can't wait. He's gonna be in the battle pass.
Be cool if you could use the
So
sword that's on Michonne's back. If you could use that sword, that'd be cool.
That'll be
Oh,
extra
probably in
DLC.
her finisher.
you
True.
can use the Soul Render, which is a melee sword. The SDA Subverges the battle rifle. Yeah.
We're gonna use the Limb Ripper.
There's also
Yeah.
a new vest.
Oh yes, the
Nin-
ninja vest.
Ninja vest, yeah. You get
Fortnite ninja.
silent footsteps. You get an extra throwing knife.
You never
Extra
miss your shots.
throwing star. You do not.
Can't believe you didn't know he watched his son die. That's crazy.
I told you I stopped watching whenever they showed up to that one neighborhood that was like walled in and run by that lady. That's when I stopped watching
I
because
don't even know
I
what
knew
you
that
just
they were
said.
just gonna mess it up and get all those people killed or get
You don't
kicked
like
out.
women in power, Sam. That's what it is.
No, it was the
That's
fact
the
that I knew
sound
those
like.
idiots are gonna fuck it up for them.
Sounds like he only likes submissive and breedable goth girls.
What the?
Oh lord.
I never said any of
So
this.
the new Modern Warfare zombie story.
There's a story.
Yeah,
Apparently.
you're supposed to know about this. This is the subject you chose.
Yes.
Uh,
I
New
mean,
zombies. Unfortunately, I don't keep up with the zombie story.
I
All right,
thought that all
click
they
the
were
link
doing
I
was
I
sent.
adding
got
like
you.
a single mission. I clicked it. What do
All
you
right,
got?
click the link and go to the Modern Warfare Zombies overall overview and see from there.
I'm already there.
I'm there.
They're adding a second rift. I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Whoa.
know what that means because I don't play enough zombies.
They added like a dark ether that was just Al Mazrah.
Gotcha. There's a second one now.
I love it. Is it gonna be Verdansk?
That is possible, but it says they're adding the largest infested stronghold to the game.
I hate that. I hate infested strongholds.
Why?
I think they're lame. Like I don't.
Okay.
I don't like the gas aspect timed up with the fact that you need to do it in a hurry to not blow your gas mask, but also like if you ignore the zombies around you, like you'll probably get killed, especially if you're in like tier 3 area. Like I just
Gotcha.
don't like it very much. I don't care for it.
Gotcha. Well,
You don't like a challenge?
I like a challenge. I just don't like the way
hopefully
it's
this one
designed.
gets you excited.
Oh yeah, I can't
Let's-
wait. We're gonna
let's
dive
go.
right in with our Jack Ripper. I get it, Jack the Ripper. Ha 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 ha. Funny.
There's the
Yes.
new boss in the zombie zone.
We need to
Make her
kill it.
presence known to Ravenov and the team while they frantically search for their exit from the rift. I need
Also,
to eat something, by the way.
new wonder weapon, but
VR11 schematic.
isn't the VR11 the
That's not new.
yeah? Isn't that one from
All of the dead.
yeah? Is
Yes.
that called?
They also added it to this in season 1, but it was almost impossible to get because you had to kill the big worm.
Didn't know there was a big worm.
Yeah, there's
To
a
be
big
honest,
worm, a big red worm.
gotta be honest. Didn't know that existed. It doesn't look like the VR11 though.
Mags of holding. What is a mag of holding?
You know how which remember in Black Ops Cold War, I think it was, where you could shoot
Oh,
and
this is
instead
the
of
gobble gum.
it wasn't Black Ops Cold War, but there's a thing where you don't have to reload; it just reloads automatically.
Ooh.
It takes it from your stash. I think Ring of Fire also did that in Cold War, Merton.
Yes, it did do that.
Yeah, but there was a gobble gum that just did specifically that. I don't remember what it was called, but
Stock something.
something like that.
Explain it.
Yeah, thank goodness. So we're gonna kill the boss.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, all of us together, day one.
Hmm?
We're gonna kill the zombie boss. Are you talking about the
I'm never
warlord,
invited to
Merton,
play
or
zombies. What do you mean? No.
that's so untrue?
Literally, you've played like 3 zombie games recently and not once
You
invited
have a
me. So
constant open invite.
okay, my own invite is just to know you're playing and be like, "Hey, can I join?"
Yeah, if you want.
See, there we go.
See, that's what I would say in reply. Yeah, if you want.
And the most important thing on this blog post,
The new boss is hidden, but you go ahead and join.
the ranked rewards.
Yes, tell me all about
What
it.
a lovely thing. A lot of new emblems for each division. Uh, weapon skins. Weapon skins for each division, which is nice, including top 500, 250, top 250.
Are you top 250 yet?
I am not. It's hard playing. It is kind of miserable,
You can do it. I believe it.
but better than multiplayer. So say that.
See, I don't understand that because it's just the multiplayer, but
Yeah, but it's only 4v4. It's not 6v6.
Yeah, but there's
I mean,
hackers.
there is also that. The
Uh,
spawns are still terrible, are they not?
no, the spawns are definitely better with 4 people. I mean, there's some spawns that are just like, what the fuck is going on? But at least they're not like you're getting shot as soon as you spawn. It's more of I spawned 10 miles away from whatever I have to do,
That's.
which definitely beats just spawning and dying.
But I already have to play ranked in the normal one.
Well, hey, at least you'll get rewards for playing this one.
Not true. But I hate the game, so I wouldn't want to do that.
You
I'm
said
telling you, though, ranked is
We'll hit up the
definitely
ranked
better than
resurgence
multiplayer.
playlist
I didn't know you went. When did you go to Al Mazrah in zombies?
in the Dark Aether Rift.
That doesn't look like Al Mazrah.
Yeah, it's the fortress in the back of the map.
Which back of the map?
Am I gonna have to pull up a map real quick? Here, say things while I'm finding it for you.
The bottom right fortress is the bottom right.
Yeah, I know
There's
nothing about
I'm
this.
there's like
just looking.
3 or 4 fortresses in that map.
It's the one. It's kind of like there were final exfils in
There's a
DMZ
castle,
often
but
there.
that's a Rebirth's castle. Hold on, not my bad, not Rebirth's castle.
Ashika?
No, not a Sheikah's.
Ashika
It's not a
Island.
Sheikah's. Um, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that's Al Mazrah. I think that's a different thing we've already been to before.
Is it's the one near Seraph Bay. Albagra, that's what it is. Albagra Fortress.
Albagra.
Yeah, it's Albagra.
Let me look this up. Al. Let me
I
see.
got you. You'll see it. Just looking at it, I think you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, that's it.
I see it. That's the one on the bottom. I think that's bottom right.
That's Al Mazrah?
Yeah, it's a part of El Mazrah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a very small portion of there's a museum and a sort of a prison.
Yeah,
Sort of, it's a prison. Well, there's jail cells, but I don't think those are real jail cells. There's also a stable.
I think you can make it to them in the zombies one. Like, there's a underground area that I didn't know how to get to.
I was all in there. You've never been underground?
I don't
Shaking
think
my
so.
head.
Same lacks critical knowledge,
I do. Not aware.
critical information.
Not aware. Not aware. Speaking of not aware, how about Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or kill the whatever this game is called?
Uh, yeah,
It's
no,
Kill the Justice League.
Suicide Squad. I want a Suicide Squad
yeah, a lot
in
of
game.
mixed reviews. Very, very confused on how to feel about that game at the moment.
Mixed is about what I've heard. Um, so when I was streaming earlier, Dom came in. He was like, "Yeah, good game, but I think it suffers for the fact that no one wants to play a superhero game anymore because superheroes are
That
lame now." I don't
I
think that's
feel
the
that
only
is
reason though.
severely untrue.
Tell me all about the game.
I don't feel like that has anything to do with. I don't think superheroes and comic book characters have anything to do with if someone likes the game or not. I think it's just not a great game. Like it's not worth $70. It's a looter shooter based off of the DC universe, and it's a bad one at that because it's not as good quality as Arkham Knight, which
Well,
came out.
not just that, but it's based off of that universe. Like it's a direct continuation of the Arkham games.
Yeah, but Arkham Knight came out in 2015, and that game looks so much better, which is a problem.
And unfortunately, yeah, one of the better things I've heard about the game was the visual quality. But at this point in gaming, that's not really like
Try to have
uh,
a good story.
yeah, visually, uh, there's a lot of ways you can make your game look good and it not be like I don't know. It's just not that impressive anymore. Having really good quality visuals, it's nice. AAA games should have them, but
That's like the bare minimum.
yeah,
Uh, this
So
is
I'm
a
hearing there's writing issues. I will pull this up. There's writing issues from what I've heard. A lot of people are complaining about the way that the superheroes specifically die. Saw Batman come up. Apparently, he just gets shot in the face. Flash gets peed on. Um, heard writing is a big old issue. They
yeah.
kill Superman somehow. I don't really know how they pull that off even. Like
Well,
the Suicide Squad, I think is all just like normal guys in this game and King Shark. Because it's Harley Quinn, Deadshot, I almost called him Boomer Quanger, but that is the wrong franchise. Captain Boomerang. Um and I think that's it.
they don't even have
they.
they don't even have the cool one.
No?
The best part is Harley Quinn can fall from a big height and nothing happens.
She has her insulated shoes on.
Mm, insulated shoes.
Do you remember Moon Shoes from back way back? From the infomercials that they would show on TV?
Yes.
She's got her moon
I
shoes
wasn't.
on.
I wasn't born in those times.
But don't lie to me. Yes, you were.
I'm
You
only
had a pair of
21 years
moon
old.
shoes, Merton. Don't lie to me.
I definitely haven't. What?
You were wearing your moon shoes.
Merton was always rocking the moon shoes.
Watching this video makes me want to play Arkham Knight all over again, even though I didn't really like the game like that.
But it doesn't make you want to play Suicide Squad?
No, I would never.
But does it make you
You
want to
could give it to me for
play?
free, and I just never play it.
What is that one that came out before this one though, with the Batman sidekicks?
Oh,
Gotham
Gotham
Knights.
Knights? Yeah. Does it make you want to
wow.
play Gotham Knights?
Why would I want to play that?
Or Midnight Suns. Does it make you want to play any of these games?
See, Dom compared
No.
it to Midnight Suns, saying that the Suicide Squad game was like Midnight Suns except DC.
I would never play any of those games.
Do you not want to looter your shooter?
I'm not
Also,
even.
apparently, it's not even. Well, Murray said it wasn't a good looter shooter. Yeah, it's a looter shooter
No.
without loot.
Which I mean, like I'm struggling with the fact that I have not played the game, so I'm going off of secondhand knowledge. But my understanding is there's a bunch of different currencies that exist, and when you beat a mission, you get a drop. It reeks of the idea that, and this game's been in production for a while, that it was going to have loot boxes, and a lot of it was going to be contingent around that grind, but it was removed at some point. Now the grind just sort of feels hollow and split is
Yeah,
the impression that I've been getting.
very good. Yeah,
So when are we
it's
playing?
gonna be a long time, I think, before people, like, even if they do come out with a superhero game that's really good, I don't feel like a lot of people are gonna play it. It's gonna be a long time before there's like a really popular superhero game.
I
That's
mean,
not true. Spider-Man was popular,
Spider-Man was popular.
and people kept incorrectly saying it was Game of the Year because it was popular on
Well, have you
PlayStation.
seen those cutscenes though? The game of the year.
I don't even think you've played it yourself.
No, I don't. I don't really care. I don't want to play it. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. I honestly don't care.
I had to step away for a second, but you are 100% correct. Spider-Man is a good superhero game. I think I should have been a
I
little
only
more
like
specific.
I only like see the superhero games I want to play. I don't even like superhero games. Uh, the last time I had fun in a game in that genre, I guess you could say, was Prototype, probably Prototype, and that's Prototype One. None of the other ones. Not Infamous, not Prototype Two, not
Infamous is not
the
prototype. We had this discussion before.
what?
Very different.
I should have specified and said more of the ensemble superhero games
Yeah, like
where they're
Marvel's
trying.
Avengers.
Yes, the
I
last
mean,
time I had fun playing like an ensemble superhero game was, I don't know if you guys ever played it, Marvel Alliance.
I have played that game a million years
isn't that
ago.
the? I mean, that's the only other good ensemble one. Well, there's the X-Men games, I think. Uh, Marvel Alliance is the one where you can switch characters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good game,
those games are
but
old though. Like
that was before my time. I don't know how I played them.
they're on game. Are they on Game
In
Pass?
your
I know
moon
they're on the
shoes.
Xbox store. I downloaded one of them on my Xbox. I know that I have it, but yeah, I think ensemble superhero games. I think it's gonna be a while before there's ever a popular one, or like semi-popular at least.
I'm just more confused as to why they put it in the Arkham. Like, why say that this is an Arkham game when it doesn't play anything like any of the Arkham games?
It's a good question. I mean,
X,
probably
Xbox
for the obvious
executives.
reasons that it would help sell. Probably
Maybe
less.
like people would be excited on the start, but I think the minute people see it and they're like, "Wow, Deadshot's going around killing guys, shooting this purple tank. Wow, that's just like Batman. I love that. I want to play." Like
Yeah,
no one's gonna be saying that. It's just gonna be like, "This is an Arkham game. I hate that." Like it's setting it up for an unfair expectation, in my opinion.
no, definitely is. I think probably what they were hoping was they were like, oh, maybe the Batman Telltale games. They were kind of hoping probably more of a. I loved the story and how it played out. I would love another story set in that universe. They're like, let's throw the Arkham universe on top of this and hope that people really want a good story, and the gameplay is decent at best. So that was presumably their hope, I think.
Unlucky for them, I heard the story's not good at all.
Well, yeah. Well, I
Are you saying Rocksteady shit the bed?
I am indeed saying that Rocksteady blew it.
I want a new
would
Lord
you
of the
say they
Rings.
suicided the squad?
They
Would
did.
you say?
That's another thing. None of these characters, spoilers for anyone who cares. I hear none of them die. Not a single one. It's called the Suicide Squad,
Not a
and not a
single one of
single
them
one
commits
dies.
suicide.
Yeah, that's
That's bullshit.
crazy. Yeah,
Well, okay, you know that's not what that name is
no,
supposed
I
to
know,
actually
but
mean.
Yeah.
it's supposed to be Suicide Squads are for missions that are, it's very unlikely you're coming home. At least not all of you. So the idea that you're going against the Justice League, not to mention a Justice League that is corrupted by Brainiac, not a single one of you dies, really?
And also, none of you are really superheroes or have superpowers, I should
Right?
say.
No, 3 out of the 4 of them are just normal people.
And one's just a shark.
Yeah.
That's the superpower is shark, nothing else. Yeah, no,
Like I get it. It's because like it's a co-op game, and if you kill one of them, who's Jimmy, is he just gonna spectate you while you beat the final boss or whatever? Like I get it, but at the same time, like then don't make the game that way.
yeah.
But the
Samoa Joe is King Shark.
it's got a bunch of like tribal tattoos, so that makes sense. But no, the other issue with the game is it's a live service game.
So you're saying the shark's not even that cool anymore? He's just a Samoan guy that looks like a shark. This is what you're telling me, Sam.
He's like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but if he was a shark.
So, what is that dude's name from? Jesus, from Moana.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yes, it just yeah,
That is him voicing that character, isn't it?
yeah. Maui.
Okay.
He's just
Yeah.
King Shark is just Maui. It turns out.
That's
So
what he
you're
says to
saying
Brainiac.
Nolan North, huh? So you're saying
Hey, Superman.
if Kill the Justice League was changed to Kill Batman, it would have been a better game?
I mean, maybe if there was more focus. That's another thing is there's not a whole lot of focus to the game. But if the whole plot was about killing Batman and being on the other side of this fearsome Arkham Batman that you've been on the opposite side of for 4 games, if you count Origins, I think that would be an interesting premise,
I think it would be a lot better.
and it
Like
would
in
be
just a
far more
really
feasible than them killing
yes.
all of the other Justice League members.
I mean, just like thinking about it, you gotta start. You gotta start small.
Yeah, for real.
Because, like, the Justice League is a pretty tall order for
Yeah,
4
I'm willing to
people.
believe that they can spend a whole game killing Batman, but a whole game killing all of them, I don't think I believe that. They couldn't do it for years. I mean, this has the added layers of all the Arkham games on it, where a lot of these characters have already appeared and not been able to kill Batman. But now you're telling me like, oh yeah, they can figure out how to do it all now.
You're forgetting the plot of one of the games is like 6 or so assassins trying to kill Batman in one night.
Yeah, Origins.
And
Yeah.
Deadshot, I'm pretty sure, was one of them.
Was it? He might have. I
No,
know
yeah, Deadshot was in there.
Slade was a part of it. Let me see.
Slade, which one?
Uh, Mr. Deathstroke, Slade Wilson.
Ah,
Arkham Origins. You know that Batman was voiced by Chris Redfield in that one?
I can't wait for Jared Padalecki. Sorry, wrong person. Jensen Ackles. Whoa, that's not how you say his name. Ackles becomes the main voice actor for Batman.
Deadshot was indeed in
In the
Arkham
game?
Origins.
You've never heard him voice act for Batman?
I haven't played a single Batman game ever.
No, he doesn't do the game. He does the
Oh,
movies.
Robert Pattinson?
You see, what's that one with Flash? The latest one that came out.
There were 3 Batmen in that movie.
Yeah, I was like, the only one I knew was Michael Keaton.
There was
That's
Michael Keaton. There was Ben
Not
Affleck.
not the not the live action movie because he's not in any
the
of that.
animated.
You gotta be way more specific.
Yeah,
I don't. Well, I guess y'all don't know what this person looks like for you to think I'm talking about that movie.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're gonna have to pull us in here.
Pull you in. Okay. Pull this person up on the screen. I guess.
All right,
Hold on.
I'm ready.
He is
This
the
is a
voice
human.
for. Okay. He's the voice for this Batman in particular. The Batman that plays in this movie, and
ah,
he's voiced multiple Batmans.
never heard of it, but okay.
Like he's normally the voice of
So,
Batman at this point in time.
okay.
Whoa, you can't talk about Kevin Conroy like that.
Well, considering he's dead and he hasn't had
And
that
rest
much.
in peace. His last role, by the way, is in this game. Kill the Justice League. What a horrible way to go out for him. At least he
I
get
think he
peed on.
technically has another role.
At
So.
least he didn't get peed on.
Yeah, I feel like I have to pull it up though because I've only heard of it. I didn't bother to see Flash Death Suicide Squad. Let's see if he actually gets peed on. This is some false information.
I hope it's censored.
I mean, like they probably won't show a penis.
I sent
hope.
I didn't.
No, just all the gore.
They just show King Shark's weird shark penis.
Is that the music that plays during that cutscene when Flash gets peed on? Was that Martin? So
No, I accidentally clicked something, so I lost my freaking.
Shouldn't Flash be like so
window.
fast that he can just like run up and break all of their necks? Like
No, he's terribly slow. Yeah, I don't. I get that already. Like that alone confuses.
Like if I was the Flash, that's just what I would do. Or that cool thing where you can like vibrate through people and just do that and pull out their heart.
New AI to dress women on.
All right, he's dead. I found it.
There's a whole story about how
Here.
the Joker doesn't mess with Flash because there's no point.
Of course not. How are you gonna get the one up on him? He's faster than you.
Yeah, there's not really any messing with the Flash. It's like once you've annoyed him, he'll just do whatever, whenever he wants.
By the way, in this boss fight, they just shot the Flash a lot until he died. There was no special gimmick to the fight.
You know how he's usually defeated.
Yeah.
Bullets.
The CW show writers must have wrote this one.
Whoa,
I don't think that even
don't
happens in that
disrespect
show.
The CW writers.
The CW writers have all different. Well, maybe, but they never pee on Flash in that one. They have
you
issues
guys seen
too.
any of that show?
Oh, I've seen a lot of that show.
I would never watch that show.
Yeah, it's
No, I have a lot of issues with that show.
it's something.
Like, there's one where this gang is robbing an armored truck, and he lets one of them get away on a motorcycle. Like, he doesn't even try to chase him, even though he's, like, way faster. He's just like, oh, well, he's on a motorcycle. Oh, well.
Too quick, man. The fastest man in the universe could never catch up.
Well, he's not the fastest.
He is.
That's Barry.
At that point. That is
No,
Barry.
they had
Yeah, in the show that is
had...
Barry.
Fastest alive.
You talking about the Flash that I don't even think they're airing Flash anymore, are they?
No,
Hopefully
I
not.
think it's over.
That one with that guy that they wanted to be the real Flash.
Alright, I watched this with
the
no
Flash in the
audio.
movies.
Yes.
That they
guy.
moved to the CW because it wasn't originally on the CW. I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay, I think he's peeing on... Oh, yeah, there we go. He is peeing on him.
I'm pretty sure it originally was on like CBS or something.
Oh, no. Fucking Captain Boomerang is a huge penis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
weird.
I found the peeing on. And so he sees him peeing on him, and then he walks up to Captain Boomerang, and he looks at his penis, and he's like, "Holy shit! Congratulations!"
Okay. But yeah, Reverse Flash is in there. Godspeed's in there. I say Godspeed. The God of Speed. Something.
He
There's
always ends
all.
up faster than them. Also, I'm pretty sure Godspeed is just Barry from a different. No, that's Salazar. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not Barry.
Salazar is Barry. Godspeed's the one where they take out those dumb lightsabers and fight. I really don't like the Flash TV show.
I don't
I
know. It
really
seems like you watched a lot of it.
I have, but I don't like it.
That's weird.
I had forgotten about so much of that show until just now.
The fact that you hate watched it means you loved it.
That
Ooh,
the hate is the operative word.
that show is. Anyone watching this should give it a watch. Please.
I could never
Do
watch
yourself
They
it.
give
a
a watch to the
favor.
Flash.
Do yourselves a favor.
I mean,
Go
like
watch
the
Flash.
character or the
See.
actor, I should say, that was playing him, Grant Gustin. I mean, he's better than Ezra Miller. He never like had a sex cult or anything.
That we know of.
True.
Sex Cult.
You don't know about
That's a-
Ezra
that's-
Miller's sex cult?
That's a different show.
No, that's real
Smallville.
life. No, that's Ezra Miller.
So when are you gonna give us your review on the Flash?
I think I'm partially giving it right now. I think I don't like it, and it's bad.
Let's hear this
You
scathing
watched the
review.
movie?
Oh, that one? Yeah, I actually have seen that one too. So the Flash movie is a cluttered mess. It reeks of all the rewrites and delays that it had. Nothing makes sense. Nothing's logical. And it was all done just to make Michael Keaton Batman until Michael Keaton was like, no, never mind, I'm out. And then they made a new ending where, was it Jeff Goldblum is Batman?
Jeff Goldblum is Batman.
Is it Jeff Goldblum? It's someone. I don't remember who it is. There are too many Batman.
There's not enough Batman.
Who is? No, it's not Jeff Goldblum. Who is it? Batman. It's the one with the nipples. George Clooney. That's who it was.
George.
Yeah, George Clooney's Batman
What's
now.
up with you and his nipples?
You don't know about the bat nipples?
You don't know about his signature move?
Signature move, the bat nipple. It's like the lightsaber fight in the Flash, but he like flicks his nipples at them.
I don't know what this lightsaber fight you're talking about is.
The podcast watchers will. I pulled it up. They'll know all about it.
Is it? Do you by lightsabers? Do you mean when they're like using their? That. Yep.
This, yeah, no lightsabers.
Yep.
They
Yep.
just gave up and they had lightsabers. Yeah, no, it's bad. But back to Ezra Miller Flash. The villain is Barry himself, but a different Barry who couldn't cope with the fact that he couldn't save everyone. So he keeps going back in time until he becomes like a weird knife man, and then all the universes are colliding because he keeps time traveling too many times. And then they show a bunch of dead people who used to play superheroes. And also Nick Cage. Nick Cage was also in that movie,
And what movie?
The Flash.
What was he in the movie? Was he Superman?
Superman.
Again?
Yeah.
So why'd you single out Superman? I mean Nick Cage.
Because he was in the movie for a whole like minute 47. Also, if you were listening, you would have heard about the universes colliding, and he's got to kill himself, but a past self from a different universe, and then he goes back in time to kill his mom. Because his mom has to die, or else the universe is doomed.
Ooh.
Because that's what started all of it, was him
Nicolas
saving his
Cage.
mom. Yeah, Nick Cage.
Oh, he's super.
And Adam West. Yeah, he is.
Mm.
Adam West, who's also dead, and they had what's his face, who's also dead. Reeves, or no, was it Reeves? I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure it was Reeves. Not Matt Reeves though. He's very alive.
Who?
his son. He's the one who directed the Batman.
Who?
Matt Reeves.
Ooh.
See, our man commented on it, using the likenesses of dead people. See, he knows.
Nicolas Cage isn't dead.
No, but the other people,
Oh my God.
look at it. There are a lot of dead people in it. Including the DC universe, which is, by the way, over now because James Gunn's gonna retcon it.
Wait, who? What?
Yeah, no, the whole universe is being massively retconned because James Gunn's in charge now.
The DCEU is broken, so they're fixing it.
Dude, broken
That's
and
what
shattered.
they assume they're fixing it. And
I
the
mean,
first
they'll
step
probably
was
just make
getting
more
rid of
bad
The
movies.
Rock, and also getting rid of
The
they gotta
DCEU is like buying a puzzle that only has half the puzzle pieces, and then you have to like draw all of the pieces yourself and put them into the places they're supposed to be. That's the DC
Yes.
shamble.
Also, the CGI looks very bad for the people who are already dead.
There hasn't been good CGI since Michael Bay stopped doing Transformers.
What's Michael Bay doing these days? I think the DC universe should give him a chance.
Transformers.
Is he? I thought he
Has
quit.
his thing gotten better?
Something was wrong with his penis.
Yeah, he's not Captain Boomerang.
What is he? What does he have? Parkinson's?
Does he?
I thought so. Does he not?
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got something.
He was a producer on Rise of the Beast, and then he was an executive producer on Jack Ryan.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong.
It's thinking of Michael J. Fox.
I am thinking of Michael J. Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, saying Michael Bay had Parkinson's is crazy.
I mean, I thought this was going to be a no wins podcast breaking news event.
He developed Parkinson's within the last year. That's
Yeah,
I mean, that happens sometimes.
within my mind.
and he was the only one to know about it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys just don't have the inside scoop.
Michael Bay involved with the new Bad Boys movie they're making?
Probably not. I don't think he was involved with the last Bad Boys movie they made.
He was. He was wedding MC. The pivotal role that changed everything. Wedding MC. He was also crappy car driver in Bad Boys 2.
That doesn't mean he was the director.
No, he was only the director of the first one, wasn't he?
No. Well, I think Jerry Bruckheimer did something on one of them. He was the producer actually, but yeah, Michael Bay was the director for both of them. They were way past their prime to be trying to do Bad Boys movies.
No, it's gonna be great.
Michael Bay, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I thought you had Parkinson's.
Michael Bay, congratulations on beating Parkinson's.
Yes. Congratulations on being a stronger Michael than Michael J. Fox.
It's not his fault he has Parkinson's. It's not like he just chose it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have Parkinson's today.
No, he didn't choose it, but he's not strong enough to beat it, sadly.
I don't think anyone has.
Best
No,
pro
I
Madden
don't
player.
think Can't all be Michael Bay.
All right, let's just go to the Jets. We're gonna go to the Jets. We're gonna talk about the Jets.
Why would we do that?
They could use Michael Bay, that's for sure.
Maybe even Michael J. Fox. He might catch more balls than Alan Lazard. So, the New York Jets had an athletic story come out about them in this past week.
It sure did.
It details a timeline of this past season in which there were massive, I guess we'll call it frictions between the coaching staff and the front office, and the decision not to, one, get a quarterback after Aaron Rodgers went down, trust in Robert Saleh's staff and the people that he talks to, and finally in some of the players. So this all came out from Diana Rossini, and honestly, one more thing. Nathaniel Hackett was an idiot. That was also in the story. The only thing that shocked me about it, or that I thought was news, was the fact that Robert Saleh was looking to minimize Nathaniel Hackett's role. I was like, oh yeah, that's really good news. Thanks, guys. He sucks. What do you guys think? Was this a big story? Because I thought it was just whatever.
I see so many. Oh, what? My
No,
bad.
no, go
Oh
ahead,
my
go ahead.
goodness.
I'm still
I,
figuring out my thoughts.
I am too. I am too. What are your thoughts,
My
Um,
oh,
Tim?
uh,
Tim, what are your thoughts?
well,
oh,
I said it was like a nothing story. I
yeah,
thought nothing that they posed within it was new information. I mean, they point out like Robert Saleh's nervous about losing his job. Yeah, no shit. His quarterback went down on the fourth snap. That sucks.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, I definitely remember during the season hearing some things about uh some of those frictions within the Jets organization. Uh, so I'm not that surprised. This is more
they
of just like oh, this is the here are the specifics more than like this is what was going on.
yeah, they said they talked to 30 sources. The Athletic did. Um, And I mean, that's not really hard to get. They say it's sources that are in and around the organization. I mean, you can get like disgruntled agents who are in and around the organization. I'm sure
Yeah,
Zach Wilson's agent isn't happy with the Jets.
yeah, for sure.
But another thing that stuck out to me, other than trying to add to the offense, was apparently Robert Saleh said they would be lucky to win 8 games with Zach Wilson. So it's good to know that he knows he's bad.
Yeah, um, yeah. 8 is definitely generous.
Yeah, but there's also a very clear lean on this. They like to blame the coaching staff in this story, which makes me think a lot of their major leaks came from the front office.
You pay for the Athletic?
No, do you?
No. So how are you viewing this site?
I got my one free article. I mean
Mm,
it's up on the thing. I'm paraphrasing from it anyway. Robert Sala didn't like the Alan Lazard signing, it seems, but that one was already known, sort of. Like a lot of this
Yeah,
just feels like, yeah, obviously. The only one that's even remotely like something to say is Robert Sala makes excuses, and I mean, like he did that in public a bit too. Apparently, he was googling coaches' records without their starting quarterback, and the only one with a winning record was yeah, I know. The only one with a winning record was Mike Tomlin.
yeah,
Which I mean, like, yeah, that's one thing, but also you would probably want to think to yourself, like, how do I make myself Mike Tomlin?
yeah.
But they didn't bring in anyone after Rodgers went down. It took them 2 weeks to replace him with like it was Tim Boyle first, who was the
For
backup, and then they
Simeon.
brought in Trevor Simeon. Yep, Trevor Simeon, and then Rippin was signed after they fired Tim Boyle.
I still remember seeing when they signed Trevor Simeon and just thinking to myself, like, you
yes.
couldn't have asked for worse. You couldn't have found worse.
He was the
No
most
choice.
winning one out of all the ones who started this year.
Dude, that's such a bad sign.
Yeah, no, Zach Wilson sucks. I don't think he'll be a starter anywhere.
No.
I can't wait for him to be gone.
That's rude.
I had to watch him for 3 years. I didn't like him when they drafted him.
I kind of almost want him to go somewhere where he shouldn't do anything and he does just
I
suck.
would I would be shocked given the fact like if, the starter that he's behind gets hurt and he comes in, he plays well because that's happened to him the past 2 years now and he hasn't been able to do it.
That's
He doesn't have a good offensive coordinator. What are you supposed to do?
I'm told that Matt LaFleur is a genius now. I mean,
Is
like,
Matt
I didn't think
LaFleur
he
your
was,
offensive
but
coordinator? Has
Mike
he
LaFleur.
ever
Sorry,
been?
Mike LaFleur, not Matt LaFleur.
Has he ever been your offensive coordinator?
Yes, he was the OC for the first 2 years. He's with the Rams now.
Oh, genius. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
no, I didn't agree with that, but at the same time, like, guys were schemed open under LaFleur. Zach just couldn't throw to them. Even with Hackett, like, guys are schemed wide ass open, and Zach doesn't throw to him. But with that said, like, I don't expect Zach to start anywhere. I don't expect Zach to do well. I do expect Zach to have like one good preseason game somewhere, and there's gonna be like a contingent of people like, "See, Jets fans, it's your fault. He's good." And then that's the end of it.
Are you mocking me?
There's no way you would do that. I don't. The only way you would do that is if you were mocking me.
What do you mean?
I mean that High Moon Studio has taken over development at Zombies for Treyarch.
Wow.
Because apparently they're focused on COD 2024.
Should have been focused on that 2 years ago.
I mean, yeah, probably. See how this develops now. There might be like a complete shift in just about everything. Other studios are also helping, including Infinity Ward.
I think they should just have Treyarch absorb all.
I think so too. I mean, that might come later down the line. They fired a bunch of people over at Activision. We talked about that last episode, but
Yeah.
I think that'll continue to happen probably.
A lot of esports personalities got fired.
That's good.
No, I like.
I'm joking. That's not. I'm joking.
Some of them helped.
No, the only people who deserve to be fired are the guys at Demonware. They deserved it. All right, so now, last but definitely not least, there's a Super Bowl coming up.
There is a Super Bowl.
But
I'll
before
say this,
that
I
happens,
don't want
the Pro Bowl.
49ers to win.
I do want the 49ers to win.
I do.
And I want Brock Purdy to be the best player on the field.
Oof.
I'll show all the
All right,
haters.
Jordan, you know what to do. Let's pray on the 49ers downfall. Blowout. Let's go.
Absolutely.
I don't expect the Niners to. Beyond the jokes and the memes, like, I don't expect the Niners to win. I think the Chiefs have proven that they just find ways to win, and that's what good teams do. And I think they'll limit what the Niners do well. It's the Chiefs are defensive led now, and
Yeah.
I think that rolls in their favor.
Either Mahomes is going to show up in a big way, or Travis Kelce is actually going to get his head out of his ass and not drop the ball 7 times.
He did that against the Ravens.
Yeah, I think
3 weeks break. You know.
Hey. Yeah, I think one of those two will show up, and Pacheco will have a good game.
How many times are they going to cut to Taylor Swift?
They got to juice Kelsey up and get him laid.
I think it depends on how the game's going. If the Chiefs lead early, I'm gonna go with a lot. If the game is like tied at half, I'm gonna say it will have been at least 4 times by half.
The Niners are winning by 4 touchdowns. Are they showing Taylor Swift at all?
I think at that point it's like Taylor Swift, then pan over to Travis Kelce, and then just like big panoramic view of the stadium. Like,
Perfect.
That's the ending. Like, that's the game, folks.
Yeah, I think they'll just try to like shove her in wherever they can, and that's the real problem with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do expect the Chiefs to win, but I mean, like, the Niners have a chance. It's just, can they stop the run like we talked about before? And I'm not sure they can. So who do we have? Do we all think Chiefs?
Wow, that's a crazy. What?
Chiefs? Yes. Pick Chiefs.
Sure.
Jordan, Chiefs.
We all know who's going to win, but
The NFL on the ad revenue, or it's CBS, I guess. Tony Romo, that's the real winner. Gets to talk about Patrick Mahomes.
And Brock Purdy.
Do you like Brock Purdy?
I don't.
It's CBS, so he doesn't get to do a lot of NFC games. So I have no idea.
Mr. Purdy. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out.
True. All right, final thoughts, fellas?
Call of Duty. Uh, uh, Play it if you want. Football. Definitely go watch the Super Bowl. It should be a good game. I'd like to see the 49ers blow out. I don't think that's going to happen, fortunately.
That would be hilarious.
It would be. I doubt it'll happen. I think it'll be a good game. The Pro Bowl. Does anyone care about the Pro Bowl?
No, I don't think so. I mean, don't really
No.
even play anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Puka
We'll
might win the Madden tournament. Let's go.
There's a Madden tournament at the Pro Bowl.
I'd definitely much rather watch that Pro Bowl game.
I mean, at least they're wearing pads in Madden. Merton, final thoughts?
We should all start gambling.
Buying
Okay.
Bud Light.
And drinking Bud Light.
And listening to Taylor Swift music?
Buy 3 copies of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And play it on stream.
Everyone out there?
Yes.
You heard him, folks.
All right, Merton's going to be watching you guys.
Let's make Suicide Squad the most viewed game on Twitch.
Let's make suicide great again. The squad. The game.
All right, good night, everyone.